What's up, y'all? Back at it again with another video. And for the three of y'all who are watching me right now, I appreciate you. Thank you. But thank you for still checking me out. And but in this video, it's kind of related to what we talked about on our last video about only OF girls and how will it feel to be born now in 2023 as this stuff going on, and just like if I was in middle school or in high school right now having a relative who had OnlyFans, whether you was male or female, but if I had that, man, would I be getting bullied. Dead ass. And keep in mind, let me just first off say, yes, there will be profanity in this video, and no, I'm not saying I know anybody right now currently that has OnlyFans. No, I'm just saying, but if me, I'm a 93 baby, 93 gang all day. But if I was born in 2023 now, September 14th, I wouldn't want to have any relatives, male or females, to be doing OF. Like, that's just keeping it a buck with you. Keeping it a buck with you. Like, I'm so serious. So serious. Just cold water. I like to drink cold water. That would be embarrassing. It really would be embarrassing. Why would it be embarrassing? Because of the fact that you seeing whatever said male relative or female relatives just doing whatever they're doing, and just knowing that like some of your homies bringing like footage of them seeing something like, hey yo, look what your sister doing, or look what your brother doing. Like, nah, man, I'm not trying to see that. Person. That would be embarrassing. That just would be embarrassing. And I understand it when I see like some of these videos and they say like and they ask some of these female relatives like, well, what do you feel if you had an OnlyFans account and like your niece or your nephew found out you had an OF because of that, and they say like, oh, they should be grateful that they're going to this private school or wherever it's at school. No, it's not grateful, because if they can find your stuff, no tell who else could see that. And it's not a pride, in my opinion, it's not a prideful thing to say like, hey, I got a brother or a sister that does OnlyFans. Yeah. No. Even if they were to give me a PS5 with that shit, I'm like, thank you, appreciate it, but really didn't have to. You didn't, like, you didn't. Hey, I don't mind, working a 9 to 5, as everybody says, is a dusty now, to work for something hard that I really want. Because if you really want it, you're gonna work hard to get that. I'm just saying, but that's not something to be focused on right now, like a new console or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it's not a good feeling. And let's say if it was not even like, not even like a relative, but it's like, yo, top dog, like it was your dad or your mom, and like, and it's just, that's not a good feeling. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If it was like that, I'm gonna just go ahead and just delete myself. Like, yo, Lord, take me now, because I'd rather face you than face this embarrassment and people seeing my loved ones' privacy all out like that. Like, that's not something I'll be proud of. And in my opinion, I couldn't do that. I mean, and even if I hypothetically were, nah, man, not me, not me. I did. And also, if I may say, I feel bad for these young ones who are raised by single mothers and involve themselves in that. And yes, they have the luxury of sending them to whatever private school, et cetera, this, and buy them this, and taking them to Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm, where, yeah, take me, okay, yeah, you can take me here, you can take me there, but it ain't the same, you know? And just like, God forbid, if I were to go to these amusement parks, someone knows me like, hey, look at his OF mother and da da da. Like, that's not something proud of. It's like, it shouldn't be. And yeah, you shouldn't worry about how other views and eyes look and see you and how they see you and represent you, who you're connected to, whatever. But it matters. It matters. It matters how you portray yourself. It matters how you show yourself, especially on here. So it's like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Really, yo? I'm not getting this. You know? People always saying, like, put your best foot forward, but if my best foot forward is doing that, I will retract on that. I'm just saying. I'm glad I'm not in high school anymore. I'm glad I'm not being bullied anymore. You know, cause now it's not because back in my days, it was about being bullied if you haven't had a girlfriend or anything. I don't know what these children being bullied of nowadays, but it's more than about them being in a relationship. I just want to just come on here and say that I would not want that. I wouldn't want that. I feel bad for anybody who has to deal with their loved ones who, mother or father who was a corn star, ex-model, or in the industry doing something like that, or is still continuing to do something like that. I'm just saying, I just don't think that's a respectful thing to do, and plus most people who do OF, you can't even really get like a serious job in any type of field, whether it's teacher or on the force, whichever one you're trying to do. Ain't nobody gonna want to hire you after that. So it's like, what can you do? You know what? I never even looked that up. But I'm gonna look that up, and I'm gonna find out what type of jobs can you do after OF work. I just want to know. My brother's curious. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Hop on here. Keep the grind up. Be consistent. And yeah, I'll check you guys out next time. We're Squad.